I'm so happy we're doing this. So happy we're doing this. Okay, thank you for being here. And before we dive into like celebration and process and anything you've experienced working with me or in Irma Workless, I just wanted to ask you like who you are. I know you're in Bali right now with me. We met yesterday for the first time in real life, but like who you are, where you're based, and what your magic is, what the vessel is for your soul work that you created. Um, so thanks so much for being here, Celia. And that I would love to start with that, who you are.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and it was really fun to meet, and it's fun to be in Bali.
Yeah.
My name is Celia, and I am a Danish model based in Barcelona. I do modeling, and then because I really crave to do something that had my heart more involved in it, that would have a positive impact in the world, I started to work on a coaching business, and then I found you, and I started to work with you to really like get clear on how can I best help people.
Yeah.
And it's continuously evolving, but right now I'm working a lot with human design, and I'm particularly working with projectors, though I have experience with some other profiles as well. And the core of what I do is help people tap into their life purpose. So discover, what is their gift? What are they here to do? And while that can sound like really woo-woo and spiritual, I try to make it something they can actually implement in their life. But for many of my clients, it's also just that awareness and self-discovery of who they have been all the time, but maybe have forgotten somewhere along the way. And then we focus on abundance because that's like a really important part of this life also, even though, um, yeah, it's a little bit of a different aspect.
Yeah.
So.
That's how I know you as well, like landing just the most amazing jobs and just opportunities and just flowing through life and doing your work after years of, like we all have hustling and bustling and burning out. So that's just amazing. Thank you for sharing. And it's been an honor to do this with you. And I think the most thing, but I wanted to ask you, like, what was I know for me, working with you is my biggest joy was bringing it all together, bringing you all together. Because I remember when you joined Irma Work last, there were like a couple different websites, and there were a couple different offers, and I could see them all being separate, but I could definitely see them all coming together. And we had our journey of like putting that together. That's been
Mhm.
what I feel is the biggest gift for our work together. But can you share from your own words and your own process what's been the biggest pleasure of this process together?
Yeah, that's definitely been great. I mean, at first I thought I would do something with raw foods. That was what I was doing at the time, but not, it was just never really feeling like the full picture of me. So I feel like we found something that was more full picture. So what I love about it is that my program now kind of reflects a lot more just who I am as a person, like my life story, my life trajectory. So it feels like very me, and it's always evolving, of course. And as you know, right now I'm going through even evolution,
Yeah.
Um, and I think another beautiful thing for me was just also that of making it, I don't know if practical is the word, but like I'm very good with all the energy work and the spiritual, but I somehow had the challenge of actually making it something that would make people be like, yes, like that's what I want to do that. I want to invest into that. And so we just made that kind of like spiritual essence into like a practical container that people actually are like want to invest into and be part of, and so that I can really help transform people's lives. And that is what I feel was your special gift, just making it something, using your system to make it something that is gonna awaken something in people and want them to join. So that was the structure I really needed at the
Yeah.
time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And and it was really magical to see it come together, and because when you want to do this energy work, but you don't know how to like, oh, I don't know how to explain, like make it into a business. It's just like a very special gift, because a lot of energy workers are not, they like no clue about business. It's not our strong path,
Well, that's part of why I exist, I think, and what I do is bringing from all of that desires and all of that feelings into more of a structurized and make sense, more masculine way of like, okay, now we're going to do it like that, and give you the step
Mm,
plan and the process of how to actually implement it and actually make it work for you so you can have that flow as well and not feel like you have to do business.
Yeah, that was it. Like it gave me this structure that I really needed and that I didn't know how to, like I had no clue how to find it, which gave me also this feeling of safety. Like now I can actually let in the clients because I have the foundation, right? I have everything set. So I think it also just helps me be more comfortable in my own business and be able to do my work in the best way because all of the structure and the foundations are there.
Yeah, I have seen that process of you really embodying in your business. Like it's been so, so beautiful. It's just the most fun for me to see is when my clients are really like, I can actually do it. Like I have a way now. I have, systems, I have a funnel, I have a way. And even though it's always evolving, and that's why, we're still working together because we're still evolving and we're getting better and new levels and new offers and new methods. It's all coming together, but that's the basis of it. And I wanted to ask you as well, it's like next to, because I know you for a longer time now, so really stepping into this is actually work that I feel great in, that I can do, that it's my sole purpose and I can grow in, and it brings me, more of the freedom that I desire and stepping away from other jobs that didn't feel that aligned sometimes. Um, I know this is numbers and I'm going to ask you, but I think as far as I know, it's like you've had like a 8K month. One of the biggest I think for now is the 8K months since so far. And I remember you like, it's actually it's going. What is that feeling? Can you describe that feeling? Because I've had it too, and it's such a special feeling because the moment I had it, I wasn't aware that it was possible with my purpose work. Like it was like my brain wasn't programmed in a way that
Mm.
this is actually, I can act and now I could go. But can you describe that feeling for yourself?
Yeah, so like basically the same month that I launched, I had like an 8K month and it was a really beautiful feeling. I didn't like you all, I was also like, I don't know if anyone's gonna want to join this, but
Yeah.
it landed really well and it was just this feeling of freedom. Like and not just freedom like in the sense, okay, I have money, but like wow, I can do what I love. Like I can do
Yes.
what I really want to do, which was something that I was so craving because I knew how to make money before, but just not from what like I was really aligned with. So I don't know, it was just like this my soul coming home or like this beautiful
Yeah.
was yeah, really beautiful moment. And also this feeling like, wow, where can this take me? Because I could live wherever I wanted. I could, if this keeps going, I can travel. Like, so there's just so many aspects to it that
Yeah.
feel amazing. I don't know how to explain it with
No,
words,
no, it's
really.
a feeling. It's a feeling, and it's the energy that I can feel as well. And you're sitting on top of your biggest celebration for me so far is you're doing a trip to Bali, which was a dream for you. And today you're
Mhm.
actually working with your clients. You're doing the work while you're doing this amazing life. And we have raw foods
Yeah,
yesterday. We celebrated, and that's the life, that's the freedom, and you can still go and do whatever you want to. And also the fun of the growth, the fun of getting clear and more clear and more clear and more clear. It's just it's
yeah,
yeah, it's an expansion feeling. I think that is just amazing.
yeah. And
um
I remember like when I first started working with you, seeing in your stories, being in Bali and stuff and eating at the restaurants, and I was like, wow, I want to do that. Like I really want to do that. And now I'm doing it, so it's really cool.
you are I'm so proud. Again, I'm very honored and so proud. I wanted to ask you, like, do you remember why you joined Earn More Work Less? What was the thing that made you decide to join?
Yeah, I do remember. It's kind of funny. I think we talked about it at some point. Um, Actually, the main thing was just when we had our call, and I know maybe not everyone will understand it, but you said you were a projector, and I think it was kind of random because you were talking with people before we started the webinar, and you were saying that, and I was like, I just knew I had to work with you because I'm a projector also, and I needed to work with someone who understands the energy more or less. But
Yeah,
then, of course, there's also your energy and just you can find a lot of business coaches, but I really love about you is that it's also all about uh, working from the heart. Like, it's not just about, okay, let's just let's make a program, let's make money. It's about, let's be aligned. Let's work from a place of love. Let's really give our all to our clients. Let's find something, that is aligned with you. And that to me is so important because you don't find that everywhere. And I think especially for like energy workers, is we actually don't function well unless our program or what we do is like aligned with love. Otherwise we block it somehow. It's
Yeah,
like, at least for me, like if I feel there's like it's all about the money, it's like I can't even do it even though I want the money, right? So it's
right.
just this beautiful balance of the
Yeah,
strategy and then also that feminine energy of making sure that it's coming from a place of love and service
yeah.
and devotion. And yeah, it was mainly a feeling, and then it makes sense and down the line, but I just knew that I had to work with
Well,
you.
that's what it is. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of, oh, there's something here. This might be a match, right? And it makes a lot of sense as well. Is that's the core of what I really, really am 100% aligned for. Is like signature. Let's go align. Let's go signature. That's you and your work as the coach that you are. You understand as well is that if it's not completely aligned, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's not aligned or going to the pathway of alignment,
Mm.
it's going back to the hustling. It's going back to like I have to make it work, and it doesn't come from the right place. So yeah, I
Yeah,
never I remember you coming in as well, and I dropped a little part because you had a sales call, and I said, look, this is how I do sales, right? This is how I do my communication, and I remember the first thing you sent back is like, oh my God, I've never done sales this way, and it feels so aligned. This is so good. I'm not forcing, I'm not pushing, and
yeah,
that's what I had such a happy moment because I think it was day one. And I was like, wow, this is an amazing start for you.
yeah. I think it's the intention. It's obvious that the work you do is I don't from a place of service, or like you have your intention in the right place, and when you work with a coach like that, that's really great because it teaches you to work from the same place. It's just very emotionally intelligent, and I think for anyone that wants to work with a coach, like pick someone that has the heart in the right place, right? Because they're going to
Mm,
lead you in that
yeah,
direction as well. And then
yeah.
you have your gift of the systems, etc. But I feel it really all comes from that. At least for me, that's like the important thing.
Yeah, I don't talk about much about all the systems and the steps, but actually that's the biggest bonus. It's like whoa, it's like a step plan. You just like okay, she got it. But it is that heart feeling, and I think that's the most important with anyone investing in anything. If you're a coach yourself, you have clients investing in you. Is that you go for that feeling, and that's the basis, and that's why actually we show up. That's why we do interviews like this. That's why we are there so people can tune into us and feel like oh. That's a feeling there. Let's go. Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much. I am so proud. I cannot wait to see your future. And you came from the academy. You're right now in the mastermind, so we get to co-create even more and go to next levels and take each other for longer terms and through the seasons. And we're doing so much work. So, guys, if you're listening to this, thank you for listening. But follow Celia because she is stepping up to something that is groundwork for this world. And it's the most amazing thing. I'm in love with her method. And we're going to do our best to make sure that everyone gets it and receives you and your gifts as much as possible and gets to know you. And I'm just so excited for your work. It's very important. So I'm very happy to be part of it and get to guide my little part in that big ripple effect for your work.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be part of your world too. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful journey, much longer than I thought we knew
Yes.
initially, and that's just a beautiful part, right? You
And
take care of
that's it. Yeah. I think that's, there's an invitation to stay and
it.
some do. And we get to like go to next levels, which is also a lesson here in creating signature offers. You don't have to create everything in your first signature offer. There's a possibility to have it, but we've been working on this as well. Okay, thanks, love. This was amazing. And yeah, I'll tag you so people can see you and follow you. And in a way, I'll see you in our next call. Bye.
Okay, amazing.
Bye. I'm
Thank
gonna